All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to start out by giving our praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors the elder Pastor Great Mills, Stormy Thomas, Truth and Rule Well. Peace, blessing, and salutation. I come out there, scattered abroad to the four corners of the earth, that's serving this truth and sincerity. To I say Shalom. This is Brother Nabala, continuing the video in the spirit. And the top of this video is going to be about staying sober, Jake. And the reason what sparked this video topic was, what was it, last weekend, you had that White House, incident, and then shortly after that, they came out with that Klay Thompson and Meg Stallion news. And, he's trying to push a lot of distractions out there, to distract, the people. Now us in this truth, we're not going to get distracted, but, for these Jake in the world, they're going to get caught up in it, which we are living in very serious times, man. They try to throw all these distractions in your face so you won't wake up to the fact of what's actually going on. You can't really live in the reality of things that's happening right now because gas is constantly on the increase, man. And there's nothing you can do about that. It's going to continue to rise, and, it's still conflict and still tensions over there between Iran and America, and then with this White House incident, we going to see what's going to come for that. But, it's a lot going on. Spirit Airlines, they just closed down after 34 years of service. They just closed down, but people are not thinking that that's a big deal. If we're supposed to be in such a thriving, if he's supposed to be on that MAGA shit, DJT, if everything's supposed to be getting better, how does an airline that was been open for 34 years just shut down out of nowhere because of these things that's happened over there in the Middle East, man? And then also at my job, they done put up a note saying because of the rise of, I think, oil and something else, now they're going to be charged 5% on a certain material that we get. They're going to get taxed 5% of the transportation of that good, man. So this incident that's happening over there, between Iran and America and them peoples, you got to use cold words when you talk about them now. But them peoples over there, in that so-called holy land, that the conflict that's happening over there is starting to have an effect on everything, man. And it's going to continue to get worse and worse. Recently, you just had this cruise ship. They just had an outbreak. I forgot what type of disease it was, but outbreak of some type of illness, and it done took, I think, three people, I believe, 3 people's lives, man. So it's a lot going on right now in the earth, but what they're going to continue to do is try to distract you. They announced last week that Drewski is supposed to be the host for the BET Awards. And people have their opinions on that. Then you got this Dean the Great nigga and Adrian Broner. They doing this little streaming shit now, and it always happens in waves. One streamer will come out, they'll like Rampage Jackson and the bodybuilder Larry. They had their time. DDG and the nigga the Shay or whatever. They had their time. They set these streamers up, to push this content to keep you involved and indulge in it so they can continue to do what they're doing behind closed doors. So when they do bring out these news or talk about things that's going on, it just gets swept under the rug because especially Jake wants to be involved so much in the folly. And then you got Cinco de Mayo coming up tomorrow. And Jake celebrated hard like the Northern Kingdom is, man. Because Jake always wants a reason to be out here to party and BS and just be in full folly, man. While May 1st is May Day, which is the origin of when the Illuminati was created, man. So we'll see what's about to happen. I'm pretty sure things about to pop off. And then what? We in May now. June, July, a couple more months. It's gonna be July 4th. Their week as Independence Day. They're gonna be celebrating their 250 years of this place being established. So it's a lot happening. It's a lot about to take place. So while we're in these times, we have to make sure that we're being. I'm gonna read the scripture. 1 Peter 5:8. It says, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour." Yeah, we have to be sober and be vigilant because Esau is roaming around seeing who he may devour, and you Jake that's not on your watch, and you Jake that's lacking, you gonna get caught off guard, man. And especially some of these, and majority of these Israelite camps, man, that's not on their proper watch, man. They gonna get caught off guard too, man. Esau's gonna get y'all, because y'all, like the scriptures say, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. We see what's going on, man. We're watchers, man. Like Esau watching us, we watching his ass right back, man. It's not the time to be, on relax mode, chill mode. It's time to be on edge, on alert, constant, head on the swivel. That's the times that we're in right now, because he is moving and he's rolling, man. I was listening to Apostle Har, the Apostles live stream, from this past weekend. And Apostle Har said we are months away, from the sea hip being brought out, and we months away from the destruction, man. Now, yeah, we understand that no man knows the day or hour that everything's going to take place. But for him to make that statement is just showing that we are close. We are real close to this shit really popping off. So with us understanding that's in this truth that we're that close, it's time for us to, turn it up a notch. Which brothers been doing that. You can feel the spirit. You can feel the spirit of brothers turning up, brothers, really locking in. We're trying to push that message to Jake, but Jake don't want to listen. So when Esau, like it says, I'm gonna grab it. Revelations 12:12. It says, "Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time." Yeah, when he comes down with that great wrath and really starts coming and starts rolling, especially on Jake, man, y'all gonna be through. Because y'all are not prepared, man. And we've been trying to give you the warning. We've been trying to tell you to get ready. And the only way you're gonna get ready is what? From coming to serve you. How about Shemi Shai, man? From coming into the fold. Getting this wisdom and knowledge and understanding while you can, man. Because, like it says, hold on. It is Psalms 91:1. It says, "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. It says, I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in him will I trust. It says, surely he will deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and thy buckler." Yeah, man. And that secret place is what? Is that wisdom and knowledge and understanding of these scriptures, man. Dwelling, if you're not dwelling in the secret place of the Most High, you're not going to have that. You're not going to have no protection. He's not going to have his feathers over you. He's not going to protect you from the pestilence. He's not going to protect you from Esau, man. He's not going to be your refuge, man, your fort. He's not going to be that to you if you haven't came into the secret place, man. If you don't have this wisdom and knowledge. Because like it says, I'm going to grab it. Isaiah 33:6, saying, "Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure." Yeah. Wisdom and knowledge is going to be the stability of our times. Why? Because when all hell really breaks loose and things really start getting real and everything start ramping up, man, the difference between us, the men of the Lord willing, we those men, and the Lord be with us, we're not going to be out here bugged out. The apostle was talking about it. We going to be out here not bugged out, well fed, on the move, not being affected by what's going on. But by the rest of these people out here in the world, they're going to be through, And then, like it says, in the day of our power, thy people shall be willing. Then that's when these women gonna want to get in order. Then that's when Jake gonna want to try to get some information. But we ain't gonna have nothing to tell y'all, because when you had a chance to listen, when this truth was accessible, when the Lord's hand was stretched out to you all the day long, you despised it, man. So we ain't gonna have nothing to tell y'all, man. Because when y'all had liberty, when doors of repentance was opened unto y'all, what? Y'all despised it. Y'all, like it says in 2 Corinthians 9, y'all understood it not, but despised it, man. You know, so like it says in Proverbs 1, the Lord's gonna mock when your fear comes. He's gonna laugh at your calamity. He's gonna laugh through us, man. We're gonna laugh, man. Because what did y'all do? You know, y'all let Esau blind y'all. Y'all let Esau get over on y'all. Y'all let Esau rack y'all to sleep, you know, so he can roll on y'all. So that's on y'all. So I'm gonna grab this. This is Ezra 4:1. It says, now when the adversaries of Judah and Benjamin heard that the children of the captivity builded the temple unto the Lord Yahweh, power of Israel, then they came to Zerubbabel and to the chief of the fathers and said unto them, let us build with you, for we seek your power as you do, and we do sacrifice unto him since the days of Esarhaddon, king of Ashur, which brought us up hither. Yeah, so these are the heathens, man. You know, they wanted to build with us, you know, while we was building up the temple for the second time, you know. But what was verse 3? What was the answer? It says, but Zerubbabel and Jeshua and the rest of the chief of the fathers of Israel said unto them, ye have nothing to do with us to build an house unto our power, but we ourselves together will build unto the Lord Yahweh, power of Israel, as King Cyrus, the king of Persia, hath commanded us. Yeah, man. So you have nothing to do with this. And that same time today, you know, you got these Christians where they was trying to bulk up and rebuttal, you know, and try to say that we're not the Israelites and, you know, try to come up against this truth. But now what do you see? Now they're trying to say they can receive salvation too, man. They trying to build with it. They trying to come around us. Can we just talk with y'all? Can you come on this podcast? Can we have a debate? You know, no. Y'all have nothing to do with what we got going on, man. Stay away from us, man. And since that's been our response here at GMS, that's been our response, man. We're not going on no podcast. We're not having no dialect with you. We're not having it's nothing for us to talk about. Pastor Harden said it. When a Christian come around, we ain't got nothing to talk about. We have nothing to talk about. Get away from us. We're going to call the police on y'all. It's nothing to talk about. We can't build together nothing. Nothing. So since they can't build with us, then what do they do? Verse 4 says, then the people of the land weakened the hands of the people of Judah and troubled them in building, and hired counselors against them to frustrate their purpose all the days of Cyrus, king of Persia, even until the reign of Darius, king of Persia. And in the reign of Ahasuerus, in the beginning of his reign, wrote they unto him an accusation against the inhabitants of Judah and Jerusalem. Yeah. And that's what they done back then. And that's the same thing they're doing now, man. They're trying to trouble us, man. They're trying to hinder the building that we're doing, but they can't. They can't stop this because they look at it as being just works of men. But it's not just works of men. This is works of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. You know? So that's why they set up a vocab, you know, to try to debunk the truth, man. You know, to try to hinder us, man. But it didn't work. They didn't set up multiple people. You would have Jake, like Sonetta, you know, Anton, all these niggas try to talk shit about the truth, scoff the truth, you know, try to make it seem like we fools, we don't know what we talk about. But what has remained? This truth, man. And look how much the truth has flourished, man. So seeing how much this truth has flourished, seeing the fruits from starting all the way back from High Priest Abba Bivens, you know, all the way down, man, to Apostle Hart, all the way down. See how much this truth has flourished, man. Why would you let this man get over on you, man? Why would you continue to fall for the same okie doke that he's been doing? But the ones who's meant to fall for that you're just not part of this thing, man. But for us, seeing how this man is moving, understanding his craftiness, his schemes, his devices that he have set up. We have to continue to remain sober, man. We can't allow ourselves to get caught off guard. So I'm gonna grab this Acts, because hey man, as things ramp up, everything's gonna ramp up on all aspects. Gonna ramp up, spirits gonna ramp up, everything's gonna ramp up. So all this shit is ramping up, man. We got to keep our eye on the prize, man. Like it says in Ephesians 6, we have to put on the whole armor. I got that queued up for later. This is Acts 5, and I'm gonna read verse 38. It says, "And now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone. For this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught. But if it be of Yahweh, you cannot overthrow it, lest happily be found even to fight against Yahweh." Yeah. So if this was work of men, it would have been came to naught. And you've seen the works of men how they have came to naught. You've seen Sakari, how they has came to naught. You see how men are waxing worse and worse, and eventually it's going to come to naught. You know, the Black Panther, everything that wasn't of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai has came to naught. But what has remained? GMS, man, this truth have remained through the years, man. And have not came to naught, but they have grown and flourished. You got GMS camps all over the world, man. You got GMS camps all out throughout America, man. So like it says, when you come over here to 2 Corinthians 13 and 8, it says, "For we can do nothing against the truth before the truth." He don't even know that he's still helping us, man. Even with this White House thing, seeing how he try to spin it, if he does try to spin it, to make Jake look like the new T-Rex people, and then try to somehow say that he has some involvement with the Israelite community or whatever, it's still going to bring light to the Israelites and who the Israelites are, man. And that's still helping the edification, for this truth, waking up the elect. Everything is done for the truth's sake. That's why it says you can do nothing against the truth before the truth. Everything that Esau's doing is Yahweh by Shem Yahushua is putting in his mind to do it for this truth's sake, man. To continue to fulfill the will of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. So we understand that. So that's why he can't get over on us, man. He can't. Like it says in 2 Corinthians 2:11, lest saints should get advantage of us. We're not ignorant of his devices. We're not ignorant of his devices. And like it says in Matthew 24, if it was possible, he'd deceive the very elect. He can't deceive the elect. The elect is not going to be moved, man. The elect is not going to be shaken. The elect is going to stand stiffly, man. The elect is going to remain in this truth, Lord, as long as we have the Lord on our side, man. So we not worried about what he got going on, man. And we try to push that message to our people, man, but only the elect is going to hearken into it. So I'm going to grab this. This is Ephesians 5 and 15. It says, "See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil." Yeah. So you got to make sure that we're walking extra circumspect, man. Extra. Like I say, everything's going to ramp up. These spirits, so ain't gonna be putting the spirits on people to try to mess with you. Put the spirits on these women to try to, everything's gonna ramp up, man. So all these things ramping up, what do we have to do, and what do we have to continue to do? I'm gonna come over here to Ephesians 6 and 10. It says, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye might be able to stand against the wiles of the devil." Yeah. The wiles, man, his devices, his schemes, his tactics, whatever it is that he's trying to set up to come up against us, we have to make sure we put on the whole armor of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. Because what does it say? "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." It says, "Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to withstand the evil day, and having done all to stand." And that's it right there. Make sure we're doing everything we can possibly do, in our power to make sure that we're able to stand in that day, man. And the evil days they're approaching, So that's why it's important to put on the whole armor, man. You got to be fully rooted in this thing. You got to have just truly believe and have faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Be sincere in this thing. The Lord's going to be weeding out the ones who are not sincere too, man. It's going to be a lot going on, man. So knowing that it's going to be a lot going on, seeing what's going on, where the direction everything is leading, just remember to stay sober, to stay on your watch, man. You know, we got to be the watchman. We got a job to do and a job to fulfill. And Lord willing, we do it to the best of our ability. And Lord willing, we are those men and we endure all the way to the end. So that's pretty much it. Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson. I'm going to close out by giving our praises to Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Shalom.